Hello, hi. Welcome to another episode of Musings of a Sanguine Christian Woman. I am Adeolua, and in this episode, I want to share a very interesting, um, something interesting, Sha, and it has to do with my introduction into Chinese drama. Um, I can't really tell how I just got into that. I'm trying to remember if there was anything I watched before Princess Agents. Um, and I can't seem to recall. Maybe if I check my watch history, I might be able to like find it, but I don't think there was anything I watched before then. Um, Maybe I was just looking for something. I think I was just looking for maybe a historical drama and something like that. And I stumbled into that and I watched the first episode and I was like, wow, okay. Now, what happened? You know. I've talked at length on my view on Princess Agent. Well, not well at length. I picked like the main characters and talked about them. Of course, in a series where it's like 58 episodes, that hasn't that they sort of broke up with us. Yeah, they broke up with us. They left us really hanging, and that was really not fun. But um that was what I recall watching Princess Agent, and well, let's just say it was riveting, like something you just watch and you're like, so what happened next? What happened next? What happened next? And then bam, you landed at the end of it for so many years now. Um, so I think like a lot of us that watch Princess Agent, we're like, how do we get over this? So we got into a rebound. We got into a rebound relationship, quote and unquote, with other Chinese drama, and that was how we just kept on. But I think what I learned from it is that um I look at one thing I look at is it finished? Secondly, what I look at is what is the end like? Does it have a good ending? So I do my findings because I don't want what happened with Princess Agent to happen to me again. I don't, if it has an awful ending, let's just not, I don't go past the first episode or the second episode. So I read comments, I see what people are saying. So I brace myself, right? Because for some of us who get emotionally invested in what we watch, I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be depressed. So let me decide, if I want to finish watching it, at least I won't get emotionally attached. So that, when the expected, unexpected happens, I'm like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. It's just like my journey to you, for instance. I mean, geez, that story was I think 20 episodes. um that was a beautiful story. Has an element of Harry Potter in it. Elements of witchery in it, but all in all, it was an interesting story, action packed and everything. Historical, yeah, but I think it's probably one of the historicals that I enjoyed that had nothing to do with the palace, that had nothing to do with an emperor or something. They might have maybe mentioned an emperor, one or two there, but the family was like, the story was centered around one family and a secret, an assassin cult. So like that was the story, the center of the story. Nobody from the palace interfered or anything. Like they showed them as like as powerful in their own power in that story. So it didn't have it had an open-ended ending, kind of, and people were thinking the story can't end like that, and so on and so forth. So I sort of read how the story was going to end. So when I got to the point where I could handle it, I stopped there, which was the last episode. Funny, it was the last episode. So my journey into Chinese drama, it was more or less like on a rebound. I was trying to get over other I was trying to get over Princess Agent, and so were other people, considering what I was reading in the comment section. Like, what other drama can you please recommend so I can forget about this. And that was how we started looking and searching. But that was not really what got me musing. What really got me musing about Chinese drama was that, I was just looking at how the women, it's interesting that the women are more popular than their own counterparts, their male counterparts in the industry. Like, I just remember that Zhao Liying, I hope I got that name correctly, who was the who was the female lead in Princess Agent. I just recall that when the guy she debuted with, or the actor she debuted with as male role, like, I'm sure there were other dramas she featured in, but the ones like her first series or something that I've seen, because it was a very old drama series like that. Like, I think it was like three. Was it? I think two. Yeah, they had a season 1 and season 2 of that story, and she was featured in there with the male lead and all. So the first was like she and the male lead. Then the second story, they were not the main lead per se, but they featured in there. So it was about her brother-in-law and stuff. So she went on to become very big in the industry. I mean, she's like one of the biggest. If you are naming like the most popular actresses in Chinese drama, it's her. Like, she's been in so many stories, and she's a relatively very good actress. Although I wouldn't say she's my favorite per se, but she's very good, and she has a very unique beauty about her. The fact that she's also versatile. Like, she can play the role of I can't fight, to a general, to a queen, to like, and she plays the role in a way that is just uniquely hers. So I think that makes her like a hot cake. There is no role you put her in that she doesn't play with grace. That is Zhao Liying and all. Anywho, so I just looked at it like her own career progressed. The guy she shot that she was the lead role with, however, it seems his own career was kind of stagnant, because that's like the only, as far as I know, that's like the only drama he featured in that he was the lead role. Every other one supporting role, and there were not that many compared to, like, you look at the long lists of the drama that, what's her name now, Zhao Liying had featured in. So you expect that they were both good, in that series, and so both of them would make it big, but it wasn't like that. And I noticed that, wow, a guy's career in that sphere is not stable and is not guaranteed. But for a woman, if you can play different roles, and the people like you, I guess they call you back. But for the guys, even if you are good, because this guy is a good actor, like, very good actor. Okay, he did play. No, he didn't play a lead role in that one. I almost called Legend of Queen Dugu or something. Yeah, but it wasn't the lead role there. I think it's because he was an emperor there for a while. That's why I almost mistook him for. So I was just looking at the disparities. It's quite interesting. Like, I was just looking like, wow. And then, of course, now the new dramas coming out, you have people my age. Although, once I see 1990, I'm like, I'm older than this one, but 1990 is not far from 89. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's not that far from 89. But I'm seeing 1997, 1998. I'm seeing 1999. I'm like, whoa, what happened to the... So it's the very young ones now that are being featured in the stories. And I must say they are very, very, they are also good. New favorites are coming up. I think Dao Zeng will be like one of my new favorites. That guy is good. Apart from the fact that he has the looks, he also has a commanding presence about him. I guess it's because of the role he played in Shah. He played the role of a governor around the time when, you know, I don't even know what to call that period. But it's not ancient, Shah. It's just historical, where they were putting on military clothing like that of the Europeans, that period. Maybe the 1860s or something. I don't know. Let me not even put a date to it. But he played that role and he played it well. So yeah, there are some like that, but I'm just like wondering, like, how is it, but the one person I can say moved ahead, and that's because, wow, I think it's because he's in demand. People are like, we want to see this guy in another story, we want to see, so he became hot cake, in Princess Agent. Can't remember his name now. I think Kenny Ling or something. So he has been featured in so many stories as well. But apart from that, that's about it. One thing I like about Chinese drama though is that when it comes to the modern settings of the stories, they always like pick a theme. They pick a theme, a career, an industry, and that is the industry they will feature. They have done the investment industry. They've done the medical field. I think I've watched that, the medical field, the investment industry, they've done college life, be yourself. That is like probably the first of Chinese drama I watched. Like I started watching with them. It was very, very interesting. College drama and all, where they just all got into the college and their journey through college, and everything was just so cool. I like the fact that and everyone can relate one way or the other. I think they're trying to capture the attention of different people, no matter the industry they are in. I mean, if you're into investment, obviously you'll be a little bit interested in the story, and so you might not watch everything, but at least you might watch a little bit of it. So I think I like the versatility in their storytelling, and all. Not all their stories are fantastic like that, but after, like what I said, after Princess Agent, we check. If it doesn't have an ending that I find satisfactory, miss me with it. There are some that I think the stories are amazing, but I saw the ending, I was like, miss me with that. So yeah, I guess that's about it on that one. I would say guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. Yeah, guard your hearts, because, yeah, like I said, I get emotionally invested in some of these stories, and it's not helping me. So I can tell you for free that guarding your heart diligently is very, very important. All right, till next episode. Sorry for the rambling. Peace.